you start recording, I will ping him.
Yeah, recording is on now. So in mockable.io you'll get two options. One is for SOAP API and other is for RESTful API. We have options open for get only. For post, put and patch, all that you need to take their plan or login or something. So this is temporary
Okay.
thing. So I'll create one API here to do items, and I can add some items here. Message is not needed, so I'll create one array of items.
Mhm.
Let's name task title, and let's name it go to school. Basically and I can add timing.
Mhm.
I'm just adding any field as per what I can think right now. 10:10, and I can add duration. We can add deadline as well if needed. Duration will be 4, means 4 hours. Currently I'm keeping this much. Later on I can do the changes.
Okay.
I can save it. So mock is stopped. I don't know why. Let's save it again. Successfully saved. I can go back to my API list. So you can see one list is already here. So it is starting, and I'll copy this. And then we'll go back to the app we had created initially. You remember session?
I mean, marketable means it is one type of postman.
No, it's not Postman. It's a backend you can consider. We are basically building a backend less APIs.
It creates basically stub APIs. By stub APIs, I mean basically an API signature which returns some sort of hard-coded values as if there is an actual API that's implemented. So you don't need to bother about
Yep.
creating the actual API for the front-end work at all.
It's like providing the features of RESTful API, right?
Yes, yes.
Right. Right.
So yesterday I told you to use XCS. We can use fetch as well, but I'll show you how to use XCS. Basically, my purpose behind telling you to use the XCS is I want you to be very flexible about using any npm package. Okay. So first we'll build our component, then we'll go back to there. So I'll rename this. Let's rename this. Okay. First, let's identify what are the components needed.
I mean, here I have one question.
Yes.
Component 3,
Yes.
if you go to the code,
Component 3.
yeah, uh, yeah, here component 3.jsx, here component 3.css and component 3.js. Suppose three files in one folder, in same name. Okay. I import the file. Suppose we have to import component.jsx. We have to mention the component 3.jsx.
No. We don't need to do that. If you'll go to this component 1.jsx, you can see I'm importing component 3.
Here say component 1.jsx and component 1.jsx, and how to place the component.jsx file.
This index.jsx that does the work. So I'm going to this folder.
That is working actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to index.jsx. Once we'll import something from this folder, the index file will be rendered first. as per the JSX thing. And inside JSX, whatever is exported, that will be by default imported. So you can see in this I have imported component 3.jsx. So I don't need to give the path to this file. I just need to give to this folder component 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
okay, so next step is we have to identify what are the components needed, right? So how many screens we have? We have these two things, and we can see this one screen will be there, right? Which is going to be our landing screen, we can say, right? And these are like this is just a model, not a screen, right? So
Yeah.
by seeing this and this page, we can see we need only one screen, only one page is needed, right? So we need only one container.
Yes.
Screens means layouts means
One container.
container, so only one container is needed. So in place of this component 1, I'll name it, I'm just renaming it because we have already built a little bit, so we are taking advantage of that. So I'll make it app container, right? And accordingly I'll name it as well. I'll rename it as well. Okay. So inside index dot, this is component 1. I need to rename it as app container. App container. And it was imported in app.js, right? So even here I need to rename it to app container. Everything is fine. Now I'll try to run our app. First thing, this Redux version, React version is 17 point something. So we need Node version 12, right? So I'll go to Node version 12, then I'll run the app.
Okay.
Component 1 is not defined, and this error is coming from app.js. So let's go to app.js, where okay, it is already saved. Okay, component 1 is not defined. That's very true,
You have to
because
mention the app container.
yes. So now it is running well and fine. This car thing and all that we were doing, this is now redundant, so I won't use that anymore. Okay, so our page is landing page is ready now, right? Now what more component? Now we'll think about the components. What are the components we have? First thing, we need to create this search one, right?
Yes.
So are we going to build it from scratch? That is one option. Other option we have is we'll use some component library. Which one will you go for? Scratch or component library?
Yeah, I think
Scratch.
is anyway something that people can do on their own.
Okay, let's
Better is you show how to, yeah.
first I'll do one scratch, then I'll start using the component library. Is it fine?
Makes sense.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. So now first I'll create one component which is for search. So I'll name it as per, if someone reads my component, he will get to know, okay, what it can be used for. So I'll name it search component. I'll just name it search. Is it fine? Search box. Name is clear? Name makes sense, right? Yeah. For readability and for other developers when they will join, for them this helps a lot. First file is JSX, Second file will be CSS, and the third file which is necessary is index.jsx, right?
Yes.
How app container came here? Okay, actually search was not copied. Yeah, search box. So if I'll do search box, you can see we have three options: SCSS, JSX, and the folder itself, right? Why I did this, you understood? Hello?
Yeah, me.
Why I did this control P? The reason behind it is I wanted to check if my names of the files and the folder are in sync or not. Right. If anyone like if there would be some spelling mistake, that I'll get to know here itself. Now I can see three files, so I'll be happy. Means everything is well and fine. Okay. Now I'll take one code from somewhere and I'll just copy and paste it, the bootstrap thing, so that only renaming will be needed. There is no other purpose behind this, because writing everything from there, importing this, doing all these things is not needed at all. Right. Yeah, so I'll rename this as search box. Sorry. And then remaining things. Good. Any doubt till here? Now, what are the things in that? We'll use fragment here. And what is the reason behind fragment? Do you remember?
It contains multiple of lines.
No. Yeah, if we are using fragment, means we don't need to worry about the default characters, default properties of div, which includes some of default padding, some default margin that is there with the div. But fragment has no property. It is like water, tasteless, colorless kind of thing.
You can do it only less than and greater than symbol. No?
That you can do, but this you will have more control on this if you are doing like this, because fragment has some properties that you can use later on. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll name it, base class. Do you remember why do we give base class? According to BEM model, right? We have to name our classes. So for that purpose, I am naming it search box. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Spelling is a bit incorrect. Search
SEA. Yeah, these things will keep on happening, and I normally make lots of spelling mistakes. Okay, so how can you?
and I keep correcting them. Please
Yes. So in this in this component, what are the things you can see? What are the things we need to import? How can you build this? That is one thing you'll have to identify. We have lots of HTML tags. So which tags I need to use parallelly?
One form tag first.
One
Form tag.
font tag.
Input tag.
Input tag, yes. One input tag is needed, right? Then I need this
Yeah.
search icon.
Yeah.
So from where will I get this search icon? This input is fine. Okay, let's do that much. So we'll do one input. Everything is confined inside one, right? So I'll do one thing. I'll do the input. Okay. And then I need the icon. First I'll assemble all, then I'll do the CSS thing. Then I need search icon. From where I can get this? Font awesome. So we have this. This is the documentation. If I'll read this, they are saying if you'll do this much, your font awesome will be ready to be used. Right? So I'm just doing what is said here. Okay. So I'll open one more tab, and if I'm opening a tab and I'm using NVM, so all the tabs can have different node versions. Okay, so currently if you'll check this, what is the node version? You can see node version is 10, but in this node version is 12. So even in this I need to go to node version 12. Okay, now I'll paste my code. So this is the first thing which I installed. There are 3 things that I need to install because they have dependency.
Yes.
Sorry. It is installing.
While one is installing, is it possible to install the other two? Or
Can be done, but yeah, that can happen. If I'll try to do it parallelly, the other one can say this dependency is missing. Please install that, then come back to this.
okay, yeah, got it.
Actually, they basically use lots of icons, SVG icons.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, so
So
that's
while you just do that, maybe you can proceed forward with the rest of the things. Let the font come in, just path you will take.
yeah. So I'll again come back to like what will be my next approach that I can discuss. Now next thing I'll create these icons. Icons will have ready. So this thing will be ready to, this component will be ready to be used. If you'll remember, the components that we had identified was this. First the search box, that was going to be one component. This item that you can see, task 1, along with these 2 icons, were going to be the second component, right? Then this is the plus sign was going to be the third component, right? And fourth component was this, the model, right? So we'll do that one by one, and till then I think this would be installed. Yes. Now we'll go to the next thing. Okay, tell me what are the things needed for this? What are the HTML tags you'll use for this component? There can be multiple ways to achieve the same thing. So whatever is coming in your mind, that can be correct. Many ideas can be correct. So please don't hesitate. Tell me what can be the way you will achieve this design. We are going from scratch means we'll use only HTML tags, nothing else. Yeah. So we can use a label, right? Yep. Okay. Then comes the third thing. Now you can see, now we are installing React Font Awesome. Before that we had to install these 2 npm packages. So React Font Awesome came later. Earlier there was only these 2. There is one more way to do this. If you scroll it down, you can see what can we do is we can just, oh, that way is not given here. not a problem. Now everything is written here, how to do that. So we need to import this React DOM and this two. So these two are necessary. So we'll import that. Okay, this is installed. Now we are going to use search icon. So how can we do that? We'll search for the search icon here. You can see this search icon will use. So basically we need to follow this, how to, so they are showing that if you want to use FA coffee, okay, you will import this, but we have to import the search, right? So we'll do that accordingly. We'll rename it, it should be search. I'm not very sure, we'll see if I'm getting some error. ACR CH. Okay, and this is the way we can use. Going back to this, you can see this is what we have to name it, right? Font awesome, and in the props name I'll pass that. So coming back here, I'll rename it to FA search. Let's see what is coming here. I have installed some package, so I need to run it again because something has changed in package.json. So we have still not imported, so we won't be able to see anything. So second thing, we need to import in app container. So I will import it here, import from, you can see I'm giving path only to the folder, right? And I will use it here somewhere. I'll remove rest of the part which is not needed. Okay, let's see what I'm getting. Okay, but got object. You know why it is happening? Any idea?
At the end, is it like you're exporting the component one?
Which one?
Can you go back?
Yeah, you can see the error, what it is saying. It is supposed to be expected string or class, but got object, right?
Yeah.
So whenever you get this error, that means you have not exported anything. So yeah. So I need to import the search box. Now this error should not come. Now you can see you are getting this icon, right? Got it. Parallelly, I'll open my this inspect element and I'll keep on seeing what I'm getting. So I have this input and I have this SVG icon. Okay, so when I installed this font awesome icon, SVG icon, so basically there was a library of icon which were imported to our node module. Okay, and there are different ways to go there. You have already seen when we were doing it here, it is FA coffee. name is like by default, and from where to get that name, that can be one of the challenge. So you have to simply search, search for the symbol. Go here. Suppose you want to use this. You can see it is written search, right? So make it camel case, FA and then camel case. You can see this is search minus. If I have to use search minus, what will I do? I'll make it camel case, search minus, minus. Now we'll see here. Oh, search minus is not there. Spelling is same, minus. Let's go here and see what should I name it.
Search.
FA
space
search.
Hyphen minus.
Search hyphen minus it is.
I'm not sure if hyphen minus will work, but let's try.
I think FA, then hyphen, then search, then.
See, here it is. I might have made some mistake.
Minus.
Okay. Okay, so the hyphens get replaced with camel.
Yes. So snake case basically gets converted into camel case. If you'll read the React documentation, it is clearly said that we prefer camel case in all the scenario. Okay. So is it done how to use the icons? Any? Okay, fine. Now, so we have to give some properties. You know, all they have already some properties. This input thing, like some placeholder. So I'll give it placeholder. So we'll give it strch and 3 dots. Search has come, right? Now to get this, to achieve this design, what else we need to do? We need to wrap it inside something, right? I can wrap it inside some div, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so wrap it inside some div and give that some outline, some border property. And I'll name it a class. Class name I'll give it first thing that I need to give is its base class name. Then it is one element, right? It is basically a block, right? And block name is added with the 2 underscores.
Double underscore.
Yeah. So I'll name it parent, and if I had to add something, I'll name it parent div. Okay. I'll give a class to this. I'll go to this and what is our parent class? If it would be dot scss, I could have done some equations and all, expressions and all, but this is not scss, so I'll have to write the whole class name. In some class I'll show you how to use the scss. I need to basically configure my Babel, that I have not done. Okay, that's why I have to write this. Okay, so I'll give it border properties. You know what is border properties? What values does it take? First, what do we give? We give the width, right? Then we give the type, so I'll give it solid. Then we give the color. Yeah, let's see what we have got now. You can see this much we are getting. Do we need this much? Now for the input we are getting a border, that is not needed, right? So I'll give a class name to this as well. We are lazy people, so we'll just copy and paste few things which can reduce at some. I'll name it search input. Oh. And border, I'll make it none, right? So once I'm making border none, you can see search has no border, right? If someone will come to type something, he will understand that the whole thing is search, right? If I'm able to align these two items such that this will go at this end and this search icon will come this end, so he will not be able to identify that only this much is input, right? As per the design, you can see. Can you get to know how much is search? What you can see, this is the whole search icon, this is the whole search box. Inside that I'm typing here, right? So we'll have to little bit strategic at this point, and we'll decide how to achieve that thing. So what I'll do, I'll make this one as width almost 90%. I'll give width to this around 10%, right? So 90% of the part will be search box. Let's see that how can we do that. So I'll give it width 90%, and you can see what happens.
Okay.
Now you can see the whole thing is search, right? Even here is search. Is it clear? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. Now going back to component, I'll do some, what do you say? We'll do some basically, what do you say? Some layout as per this design. All the item has to be in the middle, and there is some padding this end, some padding this end, like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have two ways to do that. Either I do this padding inside the component, or I do that in the parent, in the container. So the best place to do this is in the component itself. I'll keep this item width 100%, that is by default, and I'll do the padding inside the child component, which is presentational component, right?
Okay.
So I'll go in this, and what I'm doing is inside this div I'll give a padding, little bit of padding. So how much padding we should give, that is not defined from the design, but if you are working on Zeppelin or something, those padding and all will be clear to you by seeing the design. Okay, so let's give it a padding. How much padding you want? Let's give 16. Let's give it 16 pixel from bottom and top, and left and right side let's give it 20 pixel. Okay, let's see what is happening now. Okay, for that thing I need to give the margin as well. So basically this should be margin, not padding. Now you can see this is how it will look, right? Hello?
Yeah, Amit.
Yeah.
We have almost achieved that, right? Little of the design CSS part we can do later. CSS takes some time. So can we go to the next component? This component.
Yes, Amit.
Okay, let's go there.
No, Arpita and Ajit, any questions you have?
Actually, I was thinking on.
Yes.
Is it like for margin one, do we have to specify something like margin bottom and then margin top, something like that?
There is shorthand as well. So if we'll go to the margin CSS, if you'll type it, you'll get this property from W3 schools on the top always, and you can see there are different ways to do that: margin top, margin right, margin bottom. And this is shorthand. this thing is shorthand. So this is for the top, right, bottom, left. It goes clockwise, starting from top, left, bottom, right.
Right. Bottom.
Got it?
Okay.
Either you can do this way or you can do this way, whichever suits. So if you have to specify top or bottom specifically, we'll go to this. If like top and bottom is same, left and right is same, we can go to the shorthand. Even this can be shorted. We have already seen, right?
Yeah.
You can see this one. So this is for top and bottom. Sorry, 20 pixel is top and bottom, and 50 pixel is for left and right.
Activate. Okay.
Got it? Okay.
Yeah.
This is a CSS thing. It will come by, you will get used to of this.
By practice.
Yeah, by practice, by getting the design. So you can take CSS on granted, not a problem. Okay, now we'll build this component. Ready? Hello.
Yeah, man.
Okay, let's go there. So we'll first create one folder and we'll name it to do item. So all the names I'm giving, you can see, has very readable thing, like you can relate it by just knowing the name, right? To do item, it will be clear to the person, whoever is reading your code. Okay, this must be used like this. And then index.jsx. Done. Again, we'll become little bit busy and we'll do little bit lazy and we'll do the copy paste. If you are not doing copy paste, means you are not a true developer. Yes, you have to say something, Chiradeep, I guess.
Yeah,
Developers are very lazy people.
right. I do agree to that. I literally get behind. Get it.
Okay, so we have renamed it and our component is ready, but this is not how that looks. We'll again have to plan how we can do that. So this is again to do item. I'll name it once again to do. You can see this camel case has become, this is not basically a camel case, so this thing becomes snake case, not a snake case. We separate this capital with the dash hyphen, right? Hello. Okay, let's decide our strategy, then we'll proceed. So what should be our strategy to build this? I told you this will be something wrapped inside one div or something, and then inside a block, then we'll keep this task, which can be one label, and then the font awesome icons, right?
Is it like if you click on this task, I mean, if you want to add some task, then the page beside this will open.
That we have still not started working on that. We are basically making, yeah,
Now, just the showing the list is the first
yeah.
problem. Once we have shown the list, then on the item, in the edit icon, we will configure, how to launch the.
Yes.
Okay.
If you want, we can it depends on you how do you want to develop your components. Sequence can be anything. Someone can eager to build this component first, then search or something. But what I'm saying is these are the easy ones, and I don't have to do lot of task. So I just plan to develop this component next. That is my choice. Okay, you can have yours. So again, the strategy is I'll have to wrap everything inside a div, and I'll import I'll use the label tag of HTML. Okay, label is not like this. Label is opening and closing, and I'll name it task1 for the time being. Okay, let's see how it looks like. I have not imported it, so I won't be able to see that. So inside container, I'll import this So your doubt was how to integrate multiple components. That's what we are doing right now. So the best thing about code is it gives you, it is autocomplete, and which is very, apt. So currently we'll have to do few things here as well, but I'm not doing that here. I just want to see how my component looks like. That is my only purpose right now. So if I'll refresh it, I want to see what is happening. So it is saying again the same error, right? And you know the reason why it is happening. I have not exported it. So I'll go to this index and I'll import. And then I'll export default. And we'll be able to see task 1. Okay, but this is not how it looks like in design. So we'll do something about that. Now besides this, I'll use the font awesome. So now which icon do we need? We need edit icon, right? So I'll search for the edit icon. This one, exactly this one, right? So by the name we can see it is simply edit. So we know how to do that. I'll just, in place of search, I'll make it edit. And how to use that here we already know, we have done that once. So I'll do copy and paste, and I'll do some editing. So this is edit, done. Let's see how it looks like. You can see edit icon has come up, right? Now I'll just assemble one more icon, which is delete. So multiple objects can be imported. So I'll do fa delete. I'm very sure that the name will be delete. Okay, just by finding the pattern, there is no other reason, I know. Font awesome. Icon name, icon name will be fa delete, and we'll see what we have got now. Fa delete is exported from this, attempted to this, and delete is not there. Let's see what it has been named. From here I'll search what is delete. What does delete icon looks like? So if it is not delete, it is trash alt. Okay, there is no icon with delete, that's why. So it is trash alt. So I'll copy paste it, and then I'll edit little bit, and things will be done. Control V, and it is fa trash alt, and I'll pass it here, and let's see what we have got now. See, even this icon is here. Got it? Now the challenge is how to achieve that. So what shall we do? We can put these two inside one div, and I'll keep it outside, so that as per the design, as we can see, this two will look, I can give some boundary to this, border to this, and this will look like it is sitting aside. It is out of the, so that is the strategy we'll follow. Okay, so let's do that. I'll put it inside some div. You can use a span as well. So which one do you think will be better? Span will be a better idea. No, span is better because that's a inline element, right?
Okay.
Done. And I'll give it some class name. So it will be base class name, and I'll name it item span, and I'll give the same kind of class name to the other span, and I'll name it trash span. Okay, and I'll give some property to this, basically to do item which I can remember, and I'll go to this and I'll name it to do item, and then control V. I'll name it, I'll give it border, again 1 pixel, right, solid, and then color I want to give is black. Now let's see how it looks like. You can see we have almost achieved that, right? Only the width part has to be set. So I'll give I'll give this one, the parent div, as width 100%. Okay, so parent thing I need to give it here to do width 100%. Now let's see what happens. Now you can see how to achieve that. If I want to do that, I can do some instant CSS here as well. So it has got 2 spans, so I can give it a width I want to give it, how much you want, let's give it 80%. Okay, now I have given it width 80%, but it is not taking. What can be the reason? It has got width 100% and this has so that is one challenge. So what I'll do is I'll make it div, not the span. Okay, so I'll search here span and I'll replace it with div. I'll replace all together. Okay, now I'll come back here. Now the challenge we are getting is, now they are not inline, they are block elements, right? You can see they are now block elements. They will start from the new line, and that is what I was trying to avoid. So now we have a roundabout method. What I'll do is I'll give it display flex. So once I give it a display flex, you can read this property from this thing from W3 Schools, flex box. That is a thing in CSS. Have you ever seen that? Now if I'll give it width something, width 80%, it will take it. Sorry. Okay, got it. Now I'll just copy paste this thing, what I had done here. So display, I have given the parent div flex, and we'll always try to maintain the alphabetic order. Okay, width comes later, so width should be 80%. Now the trash by default will take 20%. Now the thing is, inside this label has to cover most of the part. So again I'll refresh it so that CSS will be refreshed. Oh, 80% was not taken. Why? I have given that already, I guess. Oh, this is item div, and here I have named it item span. Oh, everything got changed when I changed that. Now it is taking that much part. Now the label has to take most of the part, right? So I'll give one class name to the label. We always try to avoid the child selection that happens in CSS, and ID has never to be used. That is a strict rule. Okay, now by naming this we'll get to know, by reading the class name we'll get to know what thing it is. We'll get idea almost. So we'll do this. I'll remove this part and I'll give it width. Let's give it 90%. Oh, task is not taking that. We'll see why it is not happening.
Do we need to use the text align because it's center?
Text align center will not help us. The reason is label is not taking this width property. Okay, so we'll keep it as it is right now. We'll just build the components, then we'll go back to that, the little bit of CSS thing. That will be better, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so multiple thing has to be used. Okay, next thing, that was margin. You can see margin is same as this, right? Left and right at least. So we'll give the same thing, at least the left side, which has to be same. So I'll give the parent margin how much I had given. I think it was 16 left, right? So yes, so I'll give it specifically the left only. Margin left was 16 pixel. Now if I'll go back to this, you can see these two are aligned. I had given some padding as well, that's why it is coming from here. Okay, next thing I'll show you how to repeat this multiple places. App container is being repeated at multiple, this thing is being repeated multiple, Control Z, Control C. Okay, now this thing will come at multiple places. You can see 1 2 3. To this I'll give margin bottom little bit, margin bottom. So now they will not overlap anymore. Okay, I want to name them. Okay, again next thing, you can see in this design there are multiple sections, right? To do, in progress and completed. So we can create the sections here in the app container itself. What I'll do is I'll give it some label and I'll name it complete. Okay, to do, it is in progress, to do. So I'll name it to do. Then I'll give one more section which can have in progress, then I can name one more section completed. Okay, I'll copy paste them. You can come back to this and you can see you have a section, right? Same as this design. So this page is almost complete. The only thing now remaining is plus sign, right? Yeah, so let's do that plus sign thing. So one more component I'll have to create is add new to do. So what name should I give? Can you suggest me a name? Can I name it add item?
Yeah.
So let's name it add item. It is not looking exactly like that. The reason behind that is we are not paying that much attention on CSS. Okay. Now again I'll copy paste.
CSS thing we can do at a later point, but don't miss out, guys. Okay,
Yes.
it's what makes it look good.
Again copy paste and we'll go to the add item.jsx. I will rename few things, and this is add item of okay. I'll import it. Now we'll get the same. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought I lost my internet connection. That's why no one is speaking. Okay. Inside it I'll start using and then I'll design. Add item. I can place it anywhere. It has to be absolute position, right? So that will not affect a lot. Now you can see this add item has already come, but I have to include icons and all in that. So let's do that. So again, font awesome is needed. So we'll copy paste from here. React DOM is needed, which has got some dependency. Now these two are not needed. So I think it should be plus. I'm not very sure. I just keep on doing such, adventures to get the error, and then someone is near to construction site, I guess.
Yeah, in my home only construction is going on, so
Okay, no problem. I just guessed. That's not disturbing a lot. You can see this is plus sign, which has already come. Now I'll make it to round. The button should look like round, right? So again, the base class name, I'll give some CSS and it will be done. So it is class name $sign this, and let's call it plus icon. Right? Why I have wrapped inside button? Because this FA font awesome icon doesn't have any on click action, so it's very necessary we wrap it inside some tag which will have this property, right? Add item. There is a property border radius, which if I'll give 50%, this means it will start looking round. You can see this is round, but not completely round. Do you know the reason why? Because by default its width and height is not same. If I'll make its width and height same, it will work. So I'll give it width. How much width do you think that icon has in the design, in the wireframe? How much do you guess this is? Our cursor has 10. This cursor is around 10 pixel. So as per this, can you guess?
we can take
40 pixel?
30%?
No, 40 pixel.
Yeah, pixel. 30
Yeah.
pixel.
I'll take it 40 pixel. Yeah, 40 pixel, and give height is again same. So I'll give it 40 pixel. Yeah. Now let's see. It should look like round. Now you can see this is completely round. But 40 pixel is very small. means our icon is 20 pixel, our cursor is 20 pixel, so we'll give it 80 pixel, 80 and 80. Let's see how it looks like. That big, right? But this plus sign is very small. So font awesome is basically SVG icon which has got some, you know, font size will fix that problem. Okay, so let's give it some class name. I need to give it button so that this will be icon. Icon, and I need to accordingly fix our CSS. Now to do plus icon, I'll give it font size, let's give it 40 pixel, and it should be fixed. You can see, right? But it has to be somewhere here, right? So anything comes, it has to overlap, it has to be on the top. So for that, what we'll do is, you can see this div, I'll give it parent div, I'll name it parent div. I'll copy paste because we are lazy people, and I'll name it parent div, and accordingly I'll give it a fixed class, fixed position, so that it will be always on the bottom, and accordingly I'll try to maintain the hierarchy in our CSS. Okay, dot add plus parent div, and I'll give it position, not relative, I'll give it fixed. Okay, and how much I want to give? Bottom I'll give 20 pixel, and I'll give right 20 pixel. Okay, let's see how it looks like. You can see it is always here. Hello.
Yeah, ma'am.
So it will be always here. So all the components from the first page are complete. Actions I have not added. This is still just the design. Okay, now we'll talk about, now I'll start adding the actions. So what will happen if I'll click on this? So this model has to be open, right? So when I'm going to add this action, then only this model is needed. That's why I had kept, according to me, that's why I had kept this component for a later development, not immediate. Got it? Yeah, so this model, how to create this model? Any idea? Can you suggest me how to do that? There can be multiple ways. If you are using component library, it's very simple. If you are not using component library, what will be your strategy? HTML tag, but what will be your strategy? You know, how does it look like? Let's plan. Yeah, pop-up kind of thing, right? So does HTML have anything named pop-up? No, right? So I'll name it model. Okay, and same thing, model.jsx, model.scss, index.jsx. Okay, so again we are lazy people, will copy paste it. And I'll rename it model. I can do it directly. We are extremely very lazy people, so I'll do Control F, I'll do search box, and all the search box will be replaced with model. I'll do all, and everything is changed, right? Similarly, I'll import it here, import model from model. I'll export it. Which one?
That option is coming with Outbox and model replace some.
This one. This is Control F. Yeah, I'll do Control F. You can see here. I'll do Control Z again. So everything is search box. First I did Control F. I searched for search box and then I replaced it with model. And there are two options. Replace one by one. Every time I'll do enter, one will be replaced. But the thing is, I want to all. So there is one option as well. Got it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So now this is going to be one of the toughest part of UI development, how to create model on our own. Okay, so first thing, how it will look like. It will not look like as it is shown here. This will be a model that will come, it will overlap the whole UI. Okay, so what we can do is, I can create a model, I can create a div. Okay, inside div I'll put all these things that can keep on changing based on the props, but it will overlap some part of it. So overall, can we imagine it as a div which has got position fixed and it has got left and right margin same, so that it is looking in the middle, right? That's how we can create our model. Got it? So let me show you how can I do that. So I'll go to the model. I'll keep one parent div which is already there. I'll rename it, otherwise search box class properties will come inside it, which we don't want. So I'll name the base class name as model, and it is parent div, which I'll keep its width and height 100%. So it is dot model, which has got width 100%, height 100%, and I'll give it background color as transparent. Background color, I will not give transparent, I'll give it black, and I'll give it opacity as 0.5%. okay, and I'll import it inside our container. So we have this import model from model. I'll use it here. This semicolon is not needed because this is ES6, and in ES6 semicolon is totally on our choice, like in Python. I can place it anywhere, but this is not going to affect my UI because this will get a position fixed. Now you can see how it looks like. If I'll refresh it, why is that not showing? What's the problem? Model should have shown its effect. I'll give something ABCD. Oh, I have not given it position. So I'll give it position fixed. Where should position come? Can you tell me in alphabetic order? BOWH. W should be at the end.
Line number 4 it will come.
Line number 4. H comes here. So where should be position? Below H, right? So I'll give it position fixed, and I'll give it Z index something 10, and what else I need to give? Top and bottom. Top I'll give 0, bottom I'll give, if only top 0 should work. Now you can see how it looks like. Very sad. ABCD is coming here, which is not good. Okay, the app container, I'll have to give it parent div as, where is parent div? Parent div is not given, so I'll wrap everything inside a div. this is named class name, base class name, that's all, and I'll give it position relative so that it will start working. Sorry, it is still not showing. Not fixed, it should be absolute. Its position should be absolute. Absolute. What are we missing? Can you tell me? Any idea?
Red, blue, green, alpha.
Position absolute, background color I'll give black. Okay, I'll give it top 0. Good. I'll give it height 100%. I'll give it width 100%, and I'll give it opacity 0.5%, right? 0.5 only. So why these properties are not working? Any idea? Because that class is not getting applied, right? Let's see what is the problem with our this. I have given it model, and inside it it's model.scss, and this is model only, and fragment is not taking those things. So I'll remove this fragment and we'll have not at any loss. Okay, now let's refresh it, and still that thing is not getting applied, and we'll see why it is not happening.
Yeah, the 0.5% should not.
Oh, 0.5%. Still there are few more things which is not working.
Yeah. Right.
I have given it absolute, which is fine, black. This class is not getting applied basically. We'll see why it is happening. So such problem may come in your development. So these are common issues. Sometimes I forget dot. Oh, this is parent div, and I've given it to model. That's why. So where is the problem? I'll remove this and it will start working. Now you can see it is working, right? Hello. Yeah, but it is not covering the 100% of in this. So I'll give this height. There are two ways to do that. I can give either 100% or I can give 100 VH. 100 VH means view height. So whatever is the height of this thing will be taken. Okay. Hello.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Now our model should not be, there should be some content inside this. So what I'll do is I create one more div inside it. Okay, and I'll name it class name base class name child, or I can give it content. Okay, I'll give it content. I can use multiple things. Model, it will ultimately become model underscore content, right? So I'll give ABCD here. Now I'll give a class for this. I'll add the class properties. So I'll come back to this, I'll add this, and what I'll do is I'll give it background white. Background color, I'll give it white. And one more thing I'll do is I'll keep its width 50%. Width 50%. And what else I can do? I'll give it height. Height I will not fix. So let's see how it looks like. It is coming currently on this. Should it be like this? No, right? It should be somewhere in the middle. So there are multiple ways to bring it in the middle. What I'll use is flex. There are different ways. So currently I'll be just using margin and all. Okay. But that is not the right way. You will tell me tomorrow what is the right way to bring this exactly in the center. So I'll do margin top. I'll give it 30 VH, and margin left, it is 50% width, so I should give it 25% so that it will be in the middle. You can see it is in the middle but not height wise, right? Yeah, got it. Now let's put some content inside it. So we'll go to the design here and we'll see what is the design. There is title, there is some description, there is some status, and there is some button, right? And there is some cross thing. So we'll do those things. Yep.
Yeah, Amit, what I'll suggest is, let's curtail today's session till 1.
Okay.
And share out the code. You can continue tomorrow.
Okay, I can do one thing. I'll keep this much code. Okay.
Right.
And I'll share it on the GitHub. I'll share the link to the GitHub and you can start playing around with this. Arpita, what you have to say?
Right.
Okay, that will be better actually, so that you can start working on this, and I'll show you how whether you are doing it right way or you are making some mistake at some point. I'll just improvise your codes. So action we have not added, we have only built the UI.
Yeah, it's still like launching the other page, how it works.
Yeah, I'll show you that thing. I'll do that, is very small thing that I'll do. Okay, let's do that. Sorry. So in this model, I don't want this model to be open every time, right? This model has to be open only on some action. I'll keep it outside of this div, which will be better. So what I'll do is I'll create a class. I'll create one state variable. Let's name it open model. Okay, and initially I'll set it to false, right? And I'll use this here. I'll make it this, and I'll use one condition on this. Whenever this model is true, then only this will be shown. Now if we'll come back to this, currently you are not seeing the model, right? Now on this add item, I'll add one action. So basically I'll add one action on click, and I'll pass one function to this. So I need to create that function. So what I'll do is I'll do this open model. Yeah. And whenever this is clicked, I want to set the state open model to true. Okay, and I'll pass this action to on click, this dot model. Now this is basically a props for add item, right? I'll go to the definition. I'll come back to this, and we have one button. I told you why I added the back button. Reason was clear now. And this is on click. Now I'll add that on the plus sign on the button itself. So let's add this on click, and which is on click. Now we'll get one problem. If I refresh this, if I click on this, you can see this is coming, right? You can see Arpita. Arpita. Hello. Yeah, I'm clicking on this, and on the action, this is getting true. The open model state is getting true, and the model is opening. I can create one button to close. Let's do that as well. So I'll go to the app container. You can see I'm trying to write all the actions, means all the basically major tasks in the app container. I'm not doing that inside the presentational components. I will always try to avoid that unless and until that is necessary, right? So whenever this is closed is called, this will be set to false. Okay, so where will I pass this? I'll pass inside this on close, and this dot close model. I'll go to this item, and that button has not been created yet, but I'll create that. And where should I do that? I'll create somewhere here. I'll create one more button. Oh, this is an add item. That's where I don't need to pass. I need to pass it to the model. App container, this close should be passed to the model. So I'll go to the model, I'll pass this. You can see like logically where it should be, right? This dot model close model. I will go to the model, I'll create one button. So I am creating a button here. I could have created anywhere button, and I'll add one FA this thing so that it will look better. And I'm very sure it should be cross. I'm not very sure now, so I'll search it what it should be. So let's search for close. Let's see what comes. This one will work, right? So this is window close. So I'll name it window close, and I will import it here. Icon is window close, and I'll pass this action which I had imported, props on close. Not here, it should be in the button. On click, I'll pass on close. Let's see what we get. So once I do this, I cross it and the model goes. Hello.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's how we are passing the functions methods with the help of props.
But won't we get another page while we click plus button?
No, that was model. It was said initially when we were creating this layout. We had already discussed that this is going to be a model, not a page. I told you even in the beginning of this, starting this development, we have only one page. These are different components, and that is the meaning of model. We
Yes,
are
I mean, in some other product, if you have a separate page for adding, that is something you can design as well.
Yep.
This particular case, we had envisioned it as that's where the designer, in this case me, I had envisioned it as a model opening up on the layer below.
You can see this is the whole screen. Inside this much is our model. You remember we were talking about where should be a cross button, and we found the right places. Yeah. So I have just assembled that. I'll share the code and we're gonna start tomorrow. And I think I'll share the static page thing tomorrow, so that I'll be very happy. Like if you can start building some little components from the static page, that will be great.
Yeah.
Okay then. Anything else? I'll stop the recording.